Welcome. I'm Mark Hinderleiter, Senior VP of HR for Team, and I want to welcome everybody to Diamond Quality Leadership. We're going to be conducting a leadership program in Sugar Land over the next 7 weeks, and in Alvin also. I'll be leading the one in Sugar Land, and Doug Frankhauser from HR will lead the one in Alvin. So why participate in a leadership development program? Maybe you manage people, maybe you don't. The skills will be valuable to you for two reasons. One is just your own career development. Having this skill set on top of your functional skills, whether those are HR, IT, accounting, or technical skills, adding leadership to that skill set just makes you more valuable. And then the second thing is, as a leader, these skills will make you and your team more effective. So it's an investment in you, and I encourage you to participate in all 7 sessions. It's going to be really important to do that. So let me share with you kind of what I've learned in 30 years of doing this kind of work. What I call the lucky 7. These are the 7 things, if you do them very intentionally, if you're new, build a foundation of leadership skills. And if you've been doing this a while, will take your game to another level. So that's my commitment to you. If you do these 7 things, you will build a strong foundation and take your game to another level. So here's what I call the lucky 7. This is how people grow and develop as leaders. Number 1 is embrace a model. Learn a model of leadership that you can get your head around. It gives you a framework and a way to think about leadership. And we're going to provide that model to you. It's called the Diamond Quality Leadership Model. So that's the first thing. That's the cognitive part of it. That's the knowing part. The doing part is just as important. So once you learn the model, it's important to kind of always assess, maybe once a year, where am I, with these skills? And we'll help you do that too. So self-assessment is important. The third thing is turn learning into doing. That's really the trick here. Turn knowledge into skills. We call it MI equals MI. And what I mean by that is micro initiatives equal major impact. Here's another way of saying that. If you work on one skill every quarter for the next year, you will take your leadership game to another level. And that's how we're going to structure this. The fourth thing is just collaborate. Talk about leadership. Get feedback from other people who are also in this program. You can learn from each other. So I'm a big believer in leadership development is a team sport. So to the degree that you collaborate with others in this program, will help all of you. And again, we're going to structure it that way. Number 5 is just always seek out feedback from people you respect. A couple of times a year, at least, ask 2 or 3 people that know you, know your leadership skills, and are interested in your development. Ask them for feedback. We'll talk more about that, but really three simple questions will get you the feedback you need. One is, what are my strengths as a leader? What areas can I improve on? And just what other feedback can you give me that would be helpful? Those 3 questions will go a long ways towards assessing where you are and continuing to learn and grow. Number 6, I call it show up, step up, and get back up. And what I mean by that, show up is be there when your people need you. Step up is during tough times, that's when leaders really step up, when their team really needs them. And the last thing is get back up. One of the things about leadership is, in life, is we get knocked on our keister every once in a while, and leadership is a lot about resilience and getting back up and just keeping on. So that's number 6, is show up, step up, and get back up. And the last is, if you really want to master leadership, is model it and teach it to others. One way to take your game to another level is teach it to other people and develop their leadership skills. That is one of the real accelerators. So we're going to talk about these 7 things again, but I wanted to share those up front so that you know where we're going and how we're going to do this. And then the last thing I want to share with you is an assignment. you're going to get an email from Natalie Perez welcoming you, taking you to a SharePoint site where we're going to have videos and assignments and those kind of things that will guide a lot of the things we do. But the assignment, the pre-work before the first class is a self-assessment. And in Natalie's communication, there will be a link for you to go to a SurveyMonkey and complete a self-assessment, which is going to be really just for your benefit. I'm not going to share it with anybody. So anyway, welcome and look forward to seeing everybody.